Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk about the best weapons new players can start to use within the game Dead Island 2. I would like to apologise in advance if I sound very nasally, as I have got a cold, so please bear with. So this video is going to be about my own opinion on what weapons new players to Dead Island 2 should start using to kind of get a bit of an advantage and a bit of a helping hand. So don't worry, there's going to be no spoilers in this or anything like that. There might be a couple of weapon spoilers, so if you don't really want to know what weapons are in the game, even though I'm sure you probably do because you clicked on this video, but I'm going to go over some light movement weapons as well as some heavy moving weapons that will help you out in different situations and different fights you'll get into later in the storyline. So first we're going to start off with the lightweight weapons. So this weapon isn't going to be between a really heavy weapon or a really lightweight weapon. It's going to be the lightest, fastest moving weapon that you could possibly get in the game. So things like knives, hatchets, and etc. So the lightweight weapon is going to be the brass knuckles or just the knuckle dusters. So the brass knuckles can be found within Bel Air. This is one of the starting areas within the storyline. Without revealing too much, you can go within one of the streets and you should be able to find a car, and if you pop that trunk there might be some brass knuckles inside. But if not, you can go ahead and buy some of these brass knuckles from the traders if they have them in stock, or you can find them in other different loot crates around the map. So why do I go ahead and choose the brass knuckles as my choice of lightweight weaponry within the game? The reason is because I think they are the fastest moving weapons you could possibly get in the game. So other people might argue with me saying that the knife is and stuff like this, and you might be right. But I don't know if it's just paired up with the character Jacob or what, but when you get brass knuckles and you hit that first hit and you just keep spamming the trigger or whatever mouse button or whatever thingy you're using to attack and you hit a zombie, you can string an absolute monstrous combination. You turn into Mike Tyson on steroids that is OP as fuck. Trust me, these brass knuckles are amazing for just going into maybe a 2, 3, 4 zombies that are walkers, runners, shamblers that are around the map and just absolutely swinging, and they just get faster and faster and faster, and you build up critical combos that just dismember zombies left, right and centre. I've never ever seen zombies get absolutely destroyed that much when you just use brass knuckles within a game. It is crazy. And like I said about using brass knuckles with walkers, runners and shamblers, this is what I recommend you should use these lightweight weaponry on. So when you have brass knuckles, use them on these low level zombies, only a couple or a few, because you can deal with them. But I also recommend you use them in open spaces. If you're in a tight corridor, yes, they might be okay for 1 or 2 zombies, but if there's quite a few and maybe there's like armored zombie or riot zombies, they could be a bit more tricky to actually use and get yourself out of that sticky situation. Now yes, you can use these lightweight weapons on more stronger enemies, and without spoiling anything too much for you, because a lot of these Apex variant zombie types are parts of the storyline which I'm sure you would want to learn about yourself, lightweight weapons can be used against them. But I do recommend, if you're in a tight situation with a lot of zombies, more than a couple, and there is heavier zombies that are harder to be involved within that, you should start to look at heavier weaponry. So as now we're moving on to heavier weaponry, I'm going to give my honest opinion on what heavier weaponry you should look at using. To be honest, there's no right or wrong answer, because you progress through the storyline, you'll unlock certain weapon blueprints and parts that you can start to upgrade certain heavy weaponry as well as lightweight weaponry. So there's no really right answer, but the one I did find quite enjoyable to use that was effective on quite a lot of the boss fights, I guess, as you get later into the storyline, was things like the Fireman Axe. So the Fireman Axe, or if it's another name I'll have it on the screen, basically does the job and is a sharp, fast, heavy swinging weapon which can slice zombies in half, and also when they are upgraded with certain parts and features, they can deal heavy damage to these heavier to beat enemies, which may take a couple more hits, but if you've got a lightweight weapon, yes, if you swing a couple of combos in there, yes, you can deal quite a bit of damage. But with these heavier enemies, you want to kind of treat it as I wouldn't say a Dark Souls fight. I want to say you need to watch out for their attacks, make sure you can dodge, block, get your attacks in at the right times, maybe when they're stunned or maybe when they're stuck. So that's why I recommend you might as well have a heavier weapon that can deal a lot of damage in one hit than just trying to string loads of mini attacks in with loads of less damage, which may also get you in a stick of bother and may even cause you to die in the game. So that's pretty much it for this really small video. I just want to share to new players to Dead Island 2 what lightweight weaponry you should use, being the brass knuckles, and what heavy weaponry you should start to look at, being the fireman axe. Of course, you can pick any weapon you want, but in my opinion, these are some of the best weapons you can choose to really give yourself a good helping hand when playing the game for a first time. But if you guys have some other great lightweight weapons or heavy weapons or even medium to heavy weapons, then please put it in the comment section below. I'm sure new players will check out the comment section below and be interested in what your recommendations are. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.